Solid waste, that is a long
longer than I am tall.
So, and we have a long, all right, group here of stuff. But let's talk about recycling.
Okay.
All right. We know that Global Recycling Day is coming up. So tell us about that.
Well, it's a good way to remind people about recycling. In fact, that's why it was invented or came about. Just another way to say, hey, recycling is really important. People recycle all over the world, Global Recycling Day. And so we're just taking this opportunity to come and see you and say, hey, let's talk about recycling.
When we were much younger, when they started this global awareness or Earth Day or whatever it was the hippies over Bayfront Park. What is with them? But after a while, we begin to realize that we have to take care of this land, and if we don't, we're going to have a problem. which I think the problem's already there, and I think that it can be reversed. But you have a whole bunch of stuff here. Let's talk about the things that we can recycle and why should we recycle?
Okay, well, first of all, recycling is, I don't want to say it's a no-brainer, but it's so smart because we have a certain amount of resources, certain amount of water, certain amount of all the things that our materials are made out of. Oil, that's what makes the plastic and so forth. So if we can recycle what we have, think of what we're saving so it'll be here longer.
After all these conversations with you and Frank, my wife and I went out and bought a compost.
You did?
For the house.
Wow.
It took a while.
Yeah.
It's about this big.
Uh-huh.
And you put what's leftover food in it. And it seems to dehydrate it. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Suck all the water out. It does not smell at all.
Isn't that amazing?
Nothing. And then we have it tuned in, so it goes on at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then it will tell us when we have 10 pounds in it, time to take it out.
Oh, wow.
So we took out some stuff. We put it in some bushes or whatever it was, and bush tree.
Yeah.
And when I looked at what we were doing, it felt really good to do
that is very cool.
Yes.
I am so proud of you.
Yes. Well, that was about 25 meetings with you. But what we recognize what we hear traditionally is that out of all the trash, out of 100% that goes into the Mount Trashmore and around the state, a third of it is food and landscaping. Is that about right?
I'm about that.
So if we can do something ourselves with that doesn't go into to create a mess out there. And so it feels really good. All right, pick it up, put it there, and instantly, it looks like mulch. Right?
That's kind of what it is. Yeah.
Yes. And so it's very neat.
Yeah.
So when we're picking the strawberries from the house, drop
wonderful.
it in. Chicken bones, we put it in there. And any food product we put in does not smell at all.
Yeah.
And people are concerned about that. They wouldn't have it.
That's amazing.
Okay. So we know why people should recycle.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right. So the county has a recycling program. Most of us, when we see it, we recognize it as those blue carts that we put outside.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
With the handle towards the house.
Yes, you're so good. That's exactly right. So that it opens like that.
Yeah, and most people get it twice a month.
Yeah, every other week. You might get a month where you get an extra.
As compared to the green carts, which is stuff
2 times
a week, right?
Yes.
So the county contracts with an outside vendor for the recycling.
Yes.
So tell us when that beautiful truck goes up there, maybe the battery operated one soon, and they put it in there. What happens after they dump it in and they at the end of the route, which is a lot of people, what happens to the stuff that's in the back?
Okay. All right. So, and then we'll get into why we need to put the right stuff out. Okay. So it goes to what is called a MRF, a materials recovery facility. And the one that we use, we contract with a company, and it happens to be in Broward County. So we actually have 2-3 transfer stations right here in Dade County so that the truck can leave your house and go to a close by transfer station and doesn't have to go, and so that works out good. But at the MRF, the materials are separated. So everything gets dumped into a big pile, picked up, and it goes along conveyor belts. And the good thing about telling you about this is some things really do not go in the recycling cart. And the reason for that is the processing at the facility. So there's one of the first things that goes over, I love to do this, it's something called a star screen. So it's not like stars like that, it's stars like that. And they bump along, and anything that's broken glass or little pieces of material go through. So you're not dealing with that. But what also happens with the plastic bags, it wraps around the little stars, and they actually have to stop the plant every 2 hours or so, dig out the bags, because
manually dig them out.
They use a blowtorch half the time because it's all plastic. It doesn't
to burn it off.
Yeah, and then they turn the plant back on, and everything keeps chugging along. When you get to like metal, of course, where's my metal cans? Metal cans. Well, I think this is an aluminum can. A metal can will be pulled out with a magnet. So that's pretty amazing. So that just
so it's going along the conveyor belt. The stuff that's recyclable goes in one stack, and the stuff that's not
theoretically, yes.
So the figures, I'm going to hate to say it, but the figures that I hear, depending on whose figures they are,
right,
between 40 and 70% that gets put into the blue cans is not going to get recycled. Is that?
Well, if it doesn't get recycled, it's only because it's not recyclable.
Yes.
And that's important to say, because when someone comes to me and says, well, I don't know why I want to put it in there, you don't recycle it anyway. Well, if you put this in, it'll get recycled. If you put this in, or this in, or this, or I love this, got to show you this one, or this in, it doesn't get recycled. 290
calories.
I know. But
like
it doesn't melt. The whole idea is you put this in your microwave and you get hot food out of it, and the container doesn't melt. Well, the way recycling happens is you melt the plastic. So
that's made not to melt.
Yeah, because you can't melt in your microwave. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
So this is not recyclable. This is annoying.
All right. So it goes through. So say, here's all the recyclable stuff.
Right.
That gets recycled.
Yes.
So it goes at the end, and it goes into a pile.
Well, it depends on what it is. Like since the cans are separated, your steel cans are separated from your aluminum cans.
Where the machine separates.
Yes, exactly. Okay. As they get to where they're going, they go into what's called a baler, which is like a great big trash masher. And so it smushes it all together. And as it comes out...
Is that in the dictionary, smush?
Smush. I think so. Okay. It's under pH. Smush. So it comes out the other side of the
all baled.
Well, then you can hear the bales, the straps going around them, and pushes it right out onto the floor. And then a great big bulldozer picks it up, stacks it, and then a truck comes and takes all the cans.
Typically, there's 18-wheelers.
Oh, yes.
So to give people an idea, so it goes through this, all the blue dumpsters, blue cans are there. The stuff that gets recycled typically is by machine, puts it where it can get recycled.
Right.
And it goes to there's the stuff that gets recycled goes also in different bales.
Oh, yes, of course, because you want your steel cans separate from your aluminum cans, and you want all of that separate from your plastic bottles.
All right, so here we are. The bulldozer puts it up in there, 18-wheelers, so we got 15 or 20, whatever it is in there.
Whatever it is. I think 20 tons is the legal weight. That's what goes out on those big tractor-trailer trucks.
And they take it to a place.
Yes.
And what happens at that place?
At that magical place. Well, if it's an aluminum can, it goes to a company that buys aluminum cans, and it goes through a process where they melt the cans, and now you've got like raw material again. You've got liquid aluminum.
So I heard sometimes there's a really fast turnaround on soda cans.
Yeah. Right? I know. What is it? I don't even remember
6
now.
Weeks.
I was going to say 8. 6 weeks from can to can.
Hey, that's really amazing. Haven't I seen you before? Yeah, but I was Mountain Dew before.
Exactly.
Today I'm Coca-Cola.
Everyone has a chance to turn over a new leaf.
So let's talk about the stuff that's up here.
Okay. I love bringing all my stuff with me when I come to see you.
Does your husband know you do this?
Yeah.
Where you carry around
I do. Yeah. Okay. And my poor husband. I mean, oh, you're going somewhere again. Okay. Because all the bags are in the car. And recently I've been going to schools. I actually have a small blue recycling cart in my back seat so that I can wheel it into the classroom.
Your children know you do this.
Yeah, everybody knows it's it's better to just be honest.
Recycling ladies here.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look what we have.
Okay. So I brought for you today for your recycling intelligence learning. I have good stuff and bad stuff. Nothing's bad, but stuff just isn't acceptable in our program. And of course, I love the good stuff. We said pizza boxes, which used to never be recyclable, never. Now, and I don't even know, now that people are getting so many items in the mail, like in boxes in the mail, that the companies that make cardboard boxes want the pizza boxes. And we ask that if they're only lightly soiled. Okay, this one has not soiled because I got it without a pizza in it so that I could bring it around with me. And
did that pizza place know that you snuck in?
Yes. I go there all the time. For boxes with pizzas in them. So if it's just got a little bit of grease, little teeny, that's good. Put it in the recycling.
Can we put the stuff that's not good on one side, and then we'll get a shot of say this stuff is good, this stuff.
Yes. Okay. This is going to be the dividing line. I don't know if this is too. Okay. So. Okay. All right. So this side is good.
So we have here.
We have plastic bottles, which are fine. Empty.
Yep.
Okay. If I wouldn't even put the caps on these. These kind of plastic bottles are great for recycling. You might want to just give them a smush and put the cap back on. That's perfectly okay. We have, okay, so in the old days, it was plastic bottles only. So now plastic is made out of petroleum, a certain amount of petroleum. And you know that petroleum is a finite resource. And so, or what makes the petroleum is a finite resource. So now a lot more plastics are recycling. So we're taking bottles, jugs, and tubs. Never took tubs before. So now.
So that's like a butter one there.
Yeah.
What is this one here?
This is the yogurt cup.
Yogurt cup. Okay.
Never did this. So these are okay. Empty. Please have them empty. Nobody wants butter in their recycling.
Can put this into the blue cart.
Yes, into the blue cart. Another one. Great. Yeah, I think that's what I have for bottles. Well, bottles, we already said. So we have bottles, we have jugs, and we have tubs.
My favorite cereal.
I do that because I know you like it. So this is definitely good for recycling. This is cardboard or cardboardish.
So with all the boxes that the big shippers are using, I look at the new boxes when I get them.
Mm-hmm.
I say, this is pitiful. We're going to throw this away. No, it gets recycled.
Oh, it does. It does. And people ask me this all the time. And I have to be honest with you. When someone says, I don't know why you do this, it doesn't get recycled anyway, I go a little nuts. I have to okay, it's fine. No, it does get recycled. If you put the right materials in your recycling cart, they get recycled.
So, and to your point, when we hear these figures, 40 to 70%, that's because people are putting in stuff that's not recyclable.
Right. Oh, right.
So there may be some people that they get it 95% correct.
Yeah.
Show us the stuff that's not recyclable.
Yeah, and stuff that's in the cart. And stuff I'll tell you won't believe that's in the cart. But anyway, okay, we already know plastic bags.
Yes, she's standing up, folks.
Yes, sorry. Okay, plastic bags. Bad. Never put a plastic bag in your recycling cart. Okay, we already went over
coat hangers. You can't put.
Isn't that awful?
It
coat
is.
Hangers. But you know why? Remember I told you the conveyor belts, and not just flat conveyor belts, but the ones that have the little things. Don't you think this gets snagged really good? Yeah, so no, not recyclable at all. Not a jug or a tub, not recyclable.
So when we get food sent to the house from Uber, most of that stuff they're sending.
Oh, yeah?
It's not recyclable.
I haven't really seen it, but if it looks like this or this, no es bueno. No.
So styrofoam is
not acceptable.
These cooking pans. What?
Well, the thing is,
my wife would be surprised that you do cooking in that. She says, "I don't know what cooking is."
Yeah. I know she does. Okay.
So this stuff is not recyclable.
The funny thing is, this would be acceptable. However, this has never had food in it. So why are you going to recycle a brand new clean thing?
Okay.
So not acceptable in the program because it's dirty and it's just not
because that
yeah.
what goes in there creates
Yeah.
a lot of grease.
And then the aluminum foil, no good at all because it doesn't. It's just gonna. There's no way. It doesn't go with the cans. It's a different kind of aluminum. That's steel, but it doesn't go with the cans because it's a different kind of aluminum. So we're just saying, no, nothing like this. Don't put this.
So to your far right up there, that styrofoam packing that we all get whenever we order computers and games and stuff.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's not.
No. And let me bring you to this. Okay. This is good. I mean, the paper, but the problem is the handles snag, and these are good handles. I mean, these handles were made to stay on this and carry a heavy amount. So no bags. Just don't put bags in. Just
even ones without a handle.
It's hard to remember what people are always saying. It's so hard to remember stuff. Just don't put any in.
Right. So let's name 5 things that people can feel comfortable. Any bottles of water?
Yes.
Cans of soda and all that stuff.
Empty, but fine. Yes.
The big containers like this, right?
Yeah, fine, right. fine. Yes.
Cereal boxes, pizza boxes, as long as they're not too greasy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Cereal, pizza, cardboard. Oh, even envelopes. I mean, paper is fine for recycling. Right. This is good information. At any rate.
So people can feel comfortable with doing these things, and if they need to find, and specifically, they can go to miamidade.gov/solid waste.
Yes.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So let's talk about the point of getting drivers, not for recycling, but the other point, if people are looking for a job as a driver, right, for the solid waste department, they can go on Miami-Dade Solid Waste and look for jobs.
Yes,
and
yes.
That might include even in the recycling.
Garbage. Well, not for recycling, only because we don't do the pickup. However, the companies are also looking for drivers. For whatever reason, drivers are really needed. So, but go to miamidade.gov and it'll tell you exactly how to sign up for to interview and whatever.
And I understand the county has one fully electric garbage truck.
Yes, we do. Yes.
And it makes almost no noise except when it backs up.
I know, but because of the beep beep sound. Because yes, but not the engine.
And that is 100% electric. Once they go plug it in some wall somewhere, maybe.
Right.
Where do I put this thing?
Right.
And then it gets charged overnight. In the morning they get on it and they go.
Right. Yeah, it is. It's very cool.
Okay, so there's been a lot of conversations recently about what is Miami-Dade County going to do with its trash? And people can go online, they can look it up.
Yeah.
Lots of stories about it. And it's too much to talk about now, but if people need more information about the recycling programs, they go to the website or they can go to Google and look it up.
Right, absolutely, yeah. Miamidade.gov will take you all throughout the county.
All right. So are you familiar with any waterways, trash that's on waterways, about who handles the trash there or on the beaches?
Oh gosh, I wish I'm looking at your wall because you have the picture of the water. I'm not sure. It's not coming to me right now, but I know Miami-Dade County has people that do that, a department that does that. Probably environmental resource management.
I mentioned earlier, my grandson's 10, lives on the Coral Gables Waterway. They go in kayaks all the time. They see the manatees. And a couple of weeks ago, as he's getting back to the house, which is on the water, he holds up a little plastic bag. He's, "Look, Grandpa, trash."
Oh, I'm so glad he took it out of the water.
I know. It was just one of those moments
that
you just going to remember forever. And you realize he's got it.
He does. And I hope everybody is getting it like he did. Because, the plastic bags, they look yummy to a fish or something, or a turtle or whatever. And that's awful. It looks like what do they call them? I can't think of the word, what kind of fish it is. It's not a fish, but anyway. Yeah, so it
one of them.
Right, one of them.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish. Look like jelly.
That's why they paid me the big bucks.
Oh, and you deserve it. You earn it. But it looks very yummy. And needless to say, that's not good for animals. Or other living things.
So at some point, will some of these products that are currently not acceptable for recycling, do you think that the items will grow as far as the numbers, the type?
I think it will. I think it will because I mean, like, remember when I came here before and there were things you could never
Including
recycle?
pizza boxes.
Yes. Yeah. And so I think as different as times change and different things are being used, whatever we're making them out of is something you need more of.
Let's try to get a little clearer on the pizza boxes.
Okay.
The issue before was there was too much grease, but the demand got exceptional high. So the recyclers said, we're going to take a chance.
Yes. And usually when you get pizza, they have like a little paper thing in there that they put so throw that away.
Yep.
And if there's just a little bit of grease, I keep telling people, if it's not structurally sound, do not put it in your recycling cart.
Because when they take that grease and they put it into the hot mold and stuff, it causes a problem.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So so don't. But I know it's amazing what has changed in the time we've been talking about this.
And let's think about the website for a moment. People can go there, miamidade.gov/solid waste, and they can
/ recycling if you want.
Okay, and they can find some of the programs that you do.
Absolutely.
And
yes.
Do you have pictures of you going to the classrooms now where do you bring all this stuff?
I do. I bring it in a blue recycling cart, a little one.
And you sit at the front of the class?
Yeah, I set it all up on the desks and we talk.
What grades are those?
I have been to 4th, 5th, and 6th, I think. So, but I'll go anywhere.
So I know I asked you before, but I don't remember the answer. So is this a new program or something that you just restarted?
We've really restarted it. We contacted the school, Dade County Schools, and they have been very, very nice, saying yes, let's set something up. So I've been working.
Well, I think that's wonderful because we know it has to start early enough.
Yeah, definitely.
And we did a little survey here.
Yeah.
So the older people, they actually take the recycling very seriously, which I didn't know.
Yeah, right? Great.
And they even wash it out and they put it in.
Wonderful.
So we
I'm so happy.
So we did our part.
Yes.
Which was we're recycling our food. Very exciting, right? And it's like
your composting program. Yes, your personal composting.
Yes, it was really neat to be able to do that. I didn't have to initiate it with my wife. She probably saw how frustrated I was that we're not doing enough. All right, so let's
do more.
And again, so for folks that don't know, it looks like it dehydrates it. They chew it up, dehydrate it. There's little slivers. They're like this big. And then you carry the bucket and you put it where you want to. Right. And I wanted to see where the ants going to be there, where the bugs are. No, it doesn't smell at all.
No, okay, great.
Yeah, it's very, very nifty.
Yeah.
And I understand there's all different sizes, all different pricing. And I think when people go and they make that extra step to recycle, feel good inside. So you can pick the size you want or just put your garden in the back. And there's a program, I think University of Florida teaches it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, IFAS. Yeah, University of Florida. Right, they do.
And they can go online over there, see how they could do it without having to spend money, and to have a good time with that.
That's neat. I know it's fun. Imagine learning some. Well, learning is fun.
Yes.
What is it? Learning is fundamental.
So back to the school. So how long once you get set up, how long are you there with the kids?
Usually like maybe 40 minutes max. I don't know. It depends on how long the teacher will, either stop. It's like, okay, good, got to go now.
So does anybody video you with the kids?
We haven't done that. It's really funny. Just in my office, they're always asking for pictures because we do a weekly report. And so I've asked the teachers to please take pictures for me. And they're very good at it.
Wonderful. By the way, one of the things that maybe the county could splurge for, I know things are a little tight down there, is one video at one school of you doing it. And that could be like, here we go, here it is, and just play that. Plus, obviously, plus the pictures.
Yeah.
But if you can do that, people will get an idea about your personality.
Oh, okay.
And why it's so important to recycle.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I conveyed the importance. Thank you so much.
So we've probably done about 10 shows, 15 shows.
I think, yeah.
At least 10.
Yeah.
Maybe 20.
Right? Yeah, I don't know.
And so here we are, 2025. It's the middle of March. It's amazing how fast time goes.
It's Global Recycling Day.
And so let's get back to the cart. So people put their stuff into their blue cart. If the cart is broken, what do?
They can call 311. And they'll get all the information. The operators at 311 will get all the information, send it over to our cart crew, and ask them to leave their cart out so that when the cart crew comes, they can take away the broken one and leave you the new one.
Right. And if it can be repaired,
they'll repair it. Yes. Right. And if you have, we delivered 65-gallon carts when we started the program. If you really, really recycle, you can call and request a 95-gallon cart.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is about the size, not quite as big as your garbage cart.
Okay, so we're going to wrap it up. People, when they put stuff in the recycling, don't jam it all in.
Please,
it makes
no.
it harder to get the stuff out.
Right.
And if you can cut up your cardboard, great. If you can squeeze it, that's great.
Yeah.
And get all that stuff in there.
Right. Just do something so when the arm of the truck grabs the cart, it doesn't squish the cardboard inside so nothing comes out.
We did a little experiment. We bought a bottle, we filled it with rocks. We said, is it full? Oh, yeah, it's full. So then we put in sand in it. Well, is it full? No. And we did this little experiment about how when sometimes we think it's full, in fact, it's not. So maybe people can start off with these smaller things and get it in there.
Yeah.
Get it in there and fill it up with that stuff before they put the cardboard in.
The big stuff in, yes.
Because it's not going to fall underneath.
Right. That's good. That's excellent.
Okay. So you're going to take us out. We're going to wrap it up. So you're going to look into the red camera over there and you're going to say goodbye and all that good stuff. You're out. Look right over
Okay, so please recycle right. It is so important. Just put the right materials in your recycling cart, and we will really appreciate it.
Folks, again, thank you for joining us. Remember, take care of yourselves and your family. Have a good day.